First thing I want to say is, thanks for the amazing support you've all given me. The first video I did on the Superhero Squad Online Remake skyrocketed. It received over 100 views and 20 plus likes in less than 24 hours. Then those hundreds started turning into several hundred, and it had only been roughly a week. Next thing I knew, the video claimed itself a spot at the very end of the popular uploads section of my channel. I started keeping an eye on the analytics and was very proud to watch it reach 1,000 views in less than 2 months. Now, at the time of writing this video, it is the third most viewed video on my channel, and I'm confident that soon enough it will be the second. I'm very thankful for the big community I've got the attention of through making that video, and it's also in fact why I felt so encouraged to make this one. So if you're one of those people who saw the first one, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because there will be more videos like this to come. For those who might have missed it, there will be a link in the description. Let's get on with the video. It says 10 big things we know about the Ultimate Squad Remake so far. Starting at number 10, we have deaths. I'm just going to go ahead and knock the repetitive things out the way. As I mentioned in the announcement video for Ultimate Squad, there will be a change that gives the game a huge challenge. In the original game, you would respawn in a force field when you lose all your health, like nothing happened, and keep playing. In essence, there weren't deaths, which I personally believe sucked. For Ultimate Squad, if someone dies, they can only get revived. If the hero is not revived within a certain interval, they essentially disappear and remain dead. If this happens to the entire team, game over, mission incomplete. So, the game will be a challenge, along with new mechanics to adjust the gameplay a little bit. Next up at number 9, the demo. Lots of questions have been raised about the Ultimate Squad demo. I had a talk with one of the current developers. His name is cpinheir, and he was able to explain to me in full detail what the Ultimate Squad demo will currently look like. For one thing, there will be a Doombot solo mission on Baxter Plaza. This has been the original target for the demo for a while, which will make things entirely single player. However, now, in addition to that, there will be a multiplayer chat lobby, which will be using the Fallen Zones version of the Baxter Plaza map. So now, for the time being, I can confirm that there will be a multiplayer chat zone, but the rest of the demo will be single player. Number 8. According to the project leader directly, there will be several new mechanics. First, a blocking mechanic. Some characters will get a different animation for their blocking. Captain America makes a great example of this because, as we all know, he possesses a shield, along with potentially different advantages for the shield. In this instance, Cap will get even less damage. Another example for a shield effect would be Scarlet Witch's Neuroelectricity or Doctor Strange's Ruby Rings of Ragador. Those shields would reflect incoming projectiles back and do damage on the enemy. In addition to that, the characters will be able to evade attacks when performing a block, followed by moving into any direction, basically making a character dodge the direction you want to choose. This will be non-spammable, obviously. With number 7 coming up, there isn't exactly a title for it. In the project leader's own words, there's going to be a skill tree of some sort, or better yet, just unlockable abilities. Let's say you have Iron Man. At first, you won't be able to use his free roam flight. However, you have the ability to unlock that by either getting more levels as the character or skills points, and buying the abilities through that skill tree. The same thing goes for super jumps or any special movements that a character may have, including the original super mechanics. And eventually, the upgrades will arise statistics like health, damage, speed, etc. However, it's highly common style of movement this won't be done. If it's a highly common style of movement, it won't be done, such as Spider-Man's web slinging. I can also confirm that this won't apply to the hero up move that each character has. That'll come with each character. When it comes to how exactly these abilities will be unlocked, I personally prefer the leveling up route. In the original game, we didn't exactly know what we were getting next every time a character leveled up. I mean, if a character received a new piece of furniture for the headquarters section at level 4, then most likely another character also receives that once they reach the same level. But basically, as we reached a higher level, regardless of what the character was, we wouldn't know for sure what we were getting, especially when every character could be subject to their own respective leveling prizes. In this case, when very few characters share the same powers and abilities, everyone could be surprised just as we were when we played the original. If we get the option to buy these new abilities with skills points, we'd have the option to choose, get picky, and not properly allow for our character to build it properly with its new skill set. And most importantly, no surprise. Number 6 is a short one, but given that we're halfway through already, I thought I'd revisit a question that gets asked very commonly. The question is, will the game be on a browser through a website or a playable download? The answer is download. Although Ultimate Squad currently has people on the job to design a website, that's where you download the game rather than directly playing it. I believe this may give more power to a game and prevents the excessive slowness or buffer that some players might have gotten previously due to using a laptop, or simply due to the fact that it was being powered by the browser itself. So yes, the game will not be a browser based like the original. For the record, I have tested the browser version of the game, and let's just say I'm glad that download is going to be the official version. Moving on to number 5, I'd like to touch upon donations. On December 7th, one of the newer members of the community stated that they hope at some point we can take donations or make a subscription so everyone can support the project. Even though this was announced September 18th, not many people know this, but there will be a Patreon. Obviously, due to legal reasons, this won't get you anywhere connected to the game directly, but the idea is that if you want to support the project, give the development team a little more encouragement, the Patreon will be an option in the near future. In return, you can get yourself Discord roles, sneak peeks, and more exclusive things that we haven't shared to the Discord server. The project leader has a company that the Patreon donations will go to as a safety net. I'll keep you all posted. Number 4. We're almost in the top 3. Furthermore, I'd like to acknowledge something that people aren't necessarily getting, like, through their heads. Not only do people not know that things like the demo and other progressions will take time, they don't understand that due to a lack of staff, the project leader can work at a constant pace of 24/7. This is the case for any remake I've been aware of. It's not at the professional level where they can already have a team, already have a planned agenda that goes by scheduling and deadlines, none of that. See it as a small group of people, just like you and I, with everyday lives that just happen to be doing this big thing on the side to make a big worldwide audience very happy. With that being said, the lead developer has always been doing this on his free time. There are very few other devs. So if you're experienced in Unity and like to get involved, you're welcome to join the Discord server and contact the man in charge to get involved. Number 3. In my last Superhero Squad Online video, if you stuck around to the post outro, you would have seen footage of the demo being used. I'll show it in this video right now as well. One thing I want to point out was that the Doombot will not be attacking as fast as it appears. In the concept video, it will be around a 3 to 4 second delay. Speaking of Doombots, as I mentioned before, this will be the mission for the demo. So there will be a challenge, such as the possibility of dying in missions, but not the goons going rapid fire to the point where you're set up to die immediately. So you'll have a chance. For number 2, keep the title of the video in mind. There's one thing I want to make clear once again. I went to detail in my first Ultimate Squad video. but I wasn't very direct on what I meant, on like what I was saying. Obviously, this is a remake of Super Squad Online. However, when the game is being rewritten, there are several ways to go about it. You could use the assets and recycle them into making a whole new game. Another way would be to just restore everything and bring back the old game like it never closed. Ultimate Squad is doing that with improvements and more characters once the original game is restored. Basically Super Squad Online plus continuing with updates like the original game did, like maybe updates once a month. In other words, we won't bring it back and leave it alone. The goal is to also start adding a little icing to the cake. Last but not least, number 1. This has been one of those $1,000,000 questions. Ask anyone in the Ultimate Squad Discord server what's been the most annoying thing about this remake, and most likely they'll say the newcomers that always join without reading the frequently asked questions channel. This leads to somewhere close to 10 people a week asking, where can I download the demo? What's the link to play the game? Is the demo out yet? What we get most is, when is the demo coming out? Thanks to you all for watching this video, you're in luck, because I have your answer. I've been informed to tell you that the demo is ready for a February release. Although, you're in for a surprise. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I know it was probably a long one. It's taken me quite a long time to write all this out and find all the necessary information. Shout out to Stal for the thumbnail once again. Shout out to cpinheir for directly assisting me one-on-one with some of the information. And shout out to Gal for giving the Daily Bugle reporters some information as well, specifically for our next videos. I already have more videos like this planned, so hit the like button and leave your questions in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and join the Discord servers in the description as well. See you guys again next time. Merry Christmas.